All right. Final countdown. Let's turn it over to Mission Control. Let's light this candle.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1, 0. Ignition. And liftoff.
New Shepard has cleared the tower. The rocket and our astronauts are heading up to space. Now you can follow along on the bottom left of your screen, the altimeter on the left. Excuse me, altimeter on the right and the speedometer on the left.
10,000 feet.
All right, as we go through this flight, there are a couple of milestones here. The first one will be max Q. That's when the dynamic pressures are the highest on the vehicle. We go from 100% power, pull it back a little bit as we go through max Q, and then ramp her back up to 100%.
Okay, maximum pressure.
50,000 feet.
Max G should be in about 10 seconds.
Whoa.
Wow.
Max Q has been confirmed. Again, thank you everybody for joining us for New Shepard's 25th mission to space. So far, a nominal flight. We have gone through max Q.
100,000 feet.
And the vehicle will continue to climb under full power of the BE-3 engine. The next milestone will be main engine cutoff. You will know when that happens when you see the glow of the engine at the base of the rocket go dim.
Miko.
There we go. Main engine cutoff confirmed.
That's 200,000 feet.
Now, with the main engine cut off, with the BE-3 engine turned off, the vehicle continues to climb up towards its apogee, but as you will see on the left side, the speedometer will come down, and once that speedometer hits 0, that's when you know exactly that the vehicle has hit apogee, its highest altitude in the flight of the vehicle. Now, I understand that separation of the capsule from the booster has been confirmed. And 0G has started for our astronauts. Shortly here, we're going to let them unbuckle and enjoy the beauty of floating around in 0G, but of course, the spectacular views out of those windows. And I'll say that having passed over 330,000 feet, they are over the Kármán line, so welcome to space, astronauts.
A few expected drops of UHF.
And there we go. Apogee at just about 347,000 feet or so. Of course, we'll confirm our official figure at the end or after the webcast.
They don't see the same thing.
At this point, our astronauts are still enjoying that beautiful 0G up in their capsule. All 6 crew just officially became astronauts. So exciting. Now, thank you again for joining us for the 25th mission of New Shepard, our 7th human flight. And I'll just acknowledge that the milestone figure on the left is a little bit out of sync, but that's okay. Follow along with me through this flight. I got you covered. At this point into flight, you see the 2 craft, the rocket on the left, the crew capsule on the right. And you're going to see the speedometer on the bottom left of the screen increase as the vehicles speed up back towards Earth. The rocket is going to beat the capsule back down to the ground. It is more aerodynamically shaped. And once it hits atmosphere, we've got a multitude of aerodynamic surfaces that are going to guide it back to its landing pad just 2 miles north of the launch pad. And then just a little bit afterwards, we have the crew capsule, which will also come back down into that West Texas valley for a nice soft landing.
Launch pad is safe to pass, but not for approach. Safety copies.
Thank you for telling us.
Yeah.
We always see who can spot it first. Oh, I see it. You see it? Oh, Sarah wins. Sarah wins. We're in relation to the crowd.
PM passing 50,000 feet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Point it. You see it? Wait, above it? Below the clouds. Front coming down. Oh, yeah. Very low before it. Oh, there it is. There it is.
All right, you see the booster that is headed down. You see the drag fins, the drag brakes that have just deployed. Those cut the speed of the booster in half. Also at the top of the rocket there, you see the forward fins. They kind of look like pie slices, one on each quadrant. That helps keep the vehicle stable. And there we go, BE-3 engine relight. Landing gear deployed.
50 feet, 8 feet per second. Touchdown. Autosync started.
And touchdown. Welcome home, New Shepard. What a beautiful flight to space and back for that booster. Man, it feels good to be flying again, Jackie. Taking our astronauts to space and back. It is, I mean, every day is a good day at the rocket factory, but flying people never gets old.
And I love that West Texas desert dust that gets kicked up, and it's once it clears, a landed booster. It's like a magic trick.
It's actually like, ooh, poof, booster just arrived. Yeah, it definitely adds to the drama of landing a rocket from space. And, you know, as we say, landing the rocket is just really one of the proudest moments because it shows the incredible engineering. It isn't magic. It is not magic, Jackie. The engineering that has gone into building, designing, testing, flying, but bringing this rocket home from space, ready to be reused. You see, very quickly thereafter, the forward fins come back in, the drag brakes come back in. You look like you just fuel her up and launch her from there and get ready to go again. But the show is not over. The crew capsule has deployed its guide parachutes and its mains. Everything looking nominal on today's flight. Looks like we do have 2 parachutes that have full inflation. The third is not quite fully inflated. But actually, Jackie, this is part of the design. We were talking about my webcast. The first webcast that we did, we tested a chute out. There are multiple redundant factors in this system, and so landing with 2 parachutes is perfectly okay for this system. You'll also see the dust kick out at the base of the capsule as she comes into land. That is the air cushioning system. It's going to kick up a lot of that West Texas dust you just talked about. But it also, there it is, touchdown of the crew capsule. A beautiful flight for our rocket, for our crew capsule, for our 6 new astronauts, Mason, Sylvain, Ken, Carol, Gopi, and Ed. You are officially astronauts. Welcome home, everybody.
Some of the other missions from other companies, and they feel the same, and we share this bond of being part of, a group of human beings that have shared a very intimate and unusual experience.
Well, and I should add, Chris, talking about 6 new astronauts that are going to share that bond with you. We have just opened the hatch of the crew capsule. Here comes Ken Hess.
Yes!
Sharon, I love it.
Hey.
All right.
Carol, welcome back.
Unbelievable.
Sylvain. And here exits Ed Dwight. This gentleman has waited a long time to go to space.
Long time coming.
Selected in the early 60s as the first black astronaut to fly, although he did not get to fly then. Today was his opportunity, and man, what a flight for him. Finally, an official astronaut.
All right. I am ready.
Thank you, everyone.
Gopi Thotakura.
All right.
Gopi can add spaceship to the litany of vehicles that he's flying.
Exactly. Put that in his logbook.
That's right.
And of course, Mason, welcome home.